Come on, Mac. You want to go outside? Want to go for a walk? Come on, baby. You gotta go now, bud. Come on. Macaroni, come on. Come on, baby. Let's go for a walk. Wanna go outside? Macaroni, come. Come on. Let's go, buddy. Okay, come on. Mac, come. Okay, you don't want to go out? Macaroni, come on, let's go outside. What are you doing? Come on, let's go. Come on. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. It's okay. Yeah. Okay. Good boy. You can do it. Is that better? Okay. He's a good boy. Yeah. There's a good puppy. You did it. You did it. He's proud of you. He's proud of you. You did it. Yeah. You did it. He's proud of you.
Morning.
Morning.
Good morning, everybody. We're going to get started in like 5 minutes, probably not even. If you want to know what you need Monday, we need some resistance bands and some like light and medium dumbbells. We can always make it harder, easier as needed. Like, I mean, we're all limited, right? Like I have a set of 10s and a set of 15s for some combo exercises. If you don't have a band, I'll give you some options there. You can always use your lighter weight, basically using a combination of everything we need today. Mondays are always greatest hits. So it takes the last week of workouts and combines the best blocks from the week. So I really, really like Mondays because I think sometimes with our at-home workouts, we don't do enough repetition. So I'm excited to be the host on Monday. So once again, we will need light to medium dumbbells and resistance bands, options for all. We got some Tabata mixed with some full body strength today. So today's a little bit of everything. And then the last 6 minutes, I'm going to add on, as I usually do, something, but it'll be mostly just core today, since there isn't like a really main focus. So our last 6 minutes will be a little, there are 24. We got 2 more minutes. I'm going to try to, so for the reps, anything that's timed, you'll see me. Make sure you pin me so you can always see me. I'll do the mute all, but I'll make sure that I have the little chat up if you have any issues. For any of the rep blocks today, I will be doing share screen just for the first round of it. And then I know if you're on your phone, that can be a little bit small. I'll talk you through it. But yes, it'll be a good one. It'll be a good one.
Hi, Jenny.
Hi, Debbie. So the good news is, if you are from Swampscott, if you're not from Swampscott, we had a trainer named Reese who left to be a regional trainer in St. Louis, and they are opening today. So St. Louis studios are opening today. So we're, and since we're very close with Reese, we will definitely, you can't hear me. Can you guys hear me? I just got someone can't hear me.
I can hear you.
Yes. Huh. Weird. Jody, make sure you have me off mute. But yeah, I guess that's the good news is we're letting other states go first, but I think tomorrow will be today will be some of the first Orangetheories opening, which is exciting, but also scary. So we're going to figure it out. All right. So a little bit of everything today, light to medium dumbbells needed. We're going to start with our warm up. So, all right, I'll turn that music up just a little bit. We're going to start with that cat cow. I'm going to mute all guys, but I will be checking over to make sure.
Oh, I see someone's bed. Oh. I got a music.
Let's see. Why do I always forget how to? I am really not the best with technology. Right, mute my audio. No. All right, if you guys could just mute yourselves because for some reason my little thing isn't coming up. That's all right. Oh, here we go. Mute all. All right, here we go. We're gonna start with our warm up. All right, so we're gonna do 30 seconds of that cat cow. So get a nice long tabletop position here. All right, I'll be on my timer, nice and slow. All right, or cat camel. So looking up to that ceiling, reaching that chin off that chest, get that spine nice and curved there, and then really push into your palm and tuck your chin into your chest. All right, for that camel. And slowly going back here. We're only here for another 20 seconds, okay? Then we're gonna thread the needle. Push into those palms. Look up to that ceiling, stretch out that core. All right, from here, guys, you're gonna thread that needle. So from that same tabletop, I want you to reach that hand under ear to the ground, but then we're also gonna twist it up towards the ceiling. 30 seconds on just one side here. So bending into one side, reaching up towards the ceiling. Really getting that core warmed up here in 10 seconds. You're gonna slowly switch sides. Remember, even though I lead you guys through, you can always add in all your own parts of your warm up. 3, 2, 1, switch sides. Thread underneath, twist up and over. We're going to a plank position next, guys. Push into that palm. Make sure you're nice and long here. Got a little bit of everything if you didn't hear me. Full body. Mondays are always going to be a mix from last week. The best blocks of last week. You don't do enough repetition at these, so I'm excited. All right, 3, 2, 1. We're going to go to a high plank. And from here, you're going to push back into that downward dog or a modified height here. And then you're going to rock right back over your wrist into a plank. Right back into that downward dog. So depending on your flexibility, depending on if your hamstrings are a little bit tight, you might hang back here a little bit longer. You might speed it up a little bit. Push into those palms, lean into it. 30 more seconds here. We're going to do a little more of your hamstrings next. Remember, the closer your heels are to the ground, you're going to get those calf muscles a little bit more. 10 more seconds, and we're going to walk our hands towards our toes and stand back up. 3, 2, 1. So from that plank position, start to walk your hands to where you feel comfortable. Stand up and reach overhead, then reach right back down. Walk your hands back out to a plank at your own pace here. Reach, reach, reach. You can also pull one wrist in either direction and then go right back down. Walking it out, inchworm. Reach 20 seconds. We're gonna go to a 5-point or 4-point squat. I'll show you it. 2 minutes left in our warm up. Remember, when I demo block number 1, that is still great warm up time for you as needed. 3, 2, 1, stand up here. So from the standing position, we're gonna reach our hands up overhead. We're gonna touch our toes as best you can, permitting your flexibility. Go into a squat. One arm up, the other, and stand. So touch your toes, squat and look up, reach, reach, stand up, open that chest. Touch those toes, look up, reach, reach, stand up. On your own time here. We're gonna end with 30 seconds of skips. It can be marches, it can be skips, it can be jumps. If you got a lower ceiling in your basement like me, maybe not really doing the big skips that you might have seen on the YouTube. In 3, 2, 1. So you're either gonna do really big skips, but if your ceiling is low, I want you to skip in right here. Okay, this can also be a march. I want you to get that heart rate elevated here for 30 more seconds, just a little bit, because I'll be demoing for the next 90. We're gonna start with upper body today with our resistance bands. So if you have something like the Orangetheory bands, it's gonna be a pretty light one to start. 20 seconds, a little bit longer here. Ten seconds. All right, remember, if you want to keep stretching and moving, go ahead. 3, 2, 1. All right, block number 1, guys. Like a good shoulder day. So we're going to start with a 4-point glide, which means your band is going to come around those wrists. Remember, wearing a band is pointless if you ever have that neck, and if it's ever loose. So keeping that tension, you're going to come to that 4-point position, making sure you're nice and long. You don't want to be hunched, okay? And you're going to glide that hand, okay, hovering it for 8 each side, nice and slow. If you're looking for a challenge, come up to a plank, but I don't want your hips to start. So maybe you just start the first one with that 8. If you don't have a band, you're just going to a plank and you're going to move that hand in and out. Uppercut. All right, we're used to doing this with weights. Remember, nice and wide. Put those palms in towards your chest. Reach up those elbows towards that chin, right back down. The idea is to keep your core tight and not let this come too tight together. If you don't have a band, 2 light weights. Then we're going to that front raise, my favorite. You're going to pull that band apart, use opening that chest, but really focusing on those outer shoulders. I don't want to see you close together. So your shoulders are working already by pulling it apart. Nice and slow up, nice and slow down for 8 reps. And then finally, a hip hinge low row to a bicep curl for 8 reps. Everything's 8 reps. I'm going to show that for screen first. So nice long spine here, okay? Not like so, nice and wide with our hands. 1 row where you feel the pinch of your shoulder blades, 1 curl up. Okay, can also be done with those light weights. Okay, let me switch it off. Remember, I'm gonna share my screen for the first round of this, and then it'll be back to me. Might be a little tough if you're on your phone here. We'll do the best we can. All right, 8 minutes, getting those shoulders burning, and I didn't even share my screen. Smart. Get that band around your wrist if you haven't already. Here we go. 8 minutes. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Block number 1. 4-point glide. Keep that core tight. I want you fighting against that resistance, bringing it in really slow. Uppercut fists are in. When you're bracing for that soccer ball, right? It's coming for your tummy. It's not gonna hurt because you're really, really tight here. If you have those light weights, I don't want you going as far as you would if you had bands. I want your slowest ones to be that front raise. I know it's a little bit hard for you guys probably to see this last one here. There we go. About 30 more seconds. I'm going to come back to my screen. Woo! You're really fighting against that resistance, those outer shoulders. Should be burning right now, only 90 seconds in. All right, team, coming back to me. If you're with me, if you're starting from the beginning, 4-point glide from that plank or those knees. Woo. All right, uppercut is next. Depending on your band resistance, take breaks, right? I'd rather see you keep it wide than start to be in close like this. Nice and wide. Front raise is next. Turn those palms in. Woo! Take it out. Pull it back, nice and wide. Absolute favorite shoulder exercise right here. Standard front raises. When you get to your chest height, say like 3 1,000, 4 1,000. So you're forced to take a little bit slower. Woo! Are you getting a minimum of 2 rounds in here? Woo! Hip hinge, low row to curl. 3, well, when you're ready. Low row, curl to those shoulders. I think this is harder than using weights. If you're ahead of me, you're going back to that 4-point glide. A little break my last 2. The next block, you got legs and core, so you'll get a break from those shoulders. Woo! Halfway, 4 more minutes. I'm going back to that 4-point. You're a little more advanced, ready for the challenge. Go right to that plank. But remember, focusing tight core, nice and slow in and out. Uppercut. All right, I'm checking in with you guys. Keep going. Uppercuts next for 8. Front raises for 8. Love it, love it. Here we go. Remember, if you don't have that band, you have that lightweight set that you can use. Nice job, Louisa. Keep it nice and wide. Remember, even if you only get through 4 and then take a break, bring it as wide as those hips if you can. Nice and wide, pull against it. Okay, I just noticed my college teammates with me here. Megan, Yannick, let's get it done, girl. All right, back to me, here we go. We got about 3 more minutes. I'm on my front raises. If you're ahead of me, remember, you got that low road to a curl. Widen up those hips. We're going a little faster, but whoever are doing these on your own, it should take 3 seconds up and 3 seconds down with those front raises. It's a full 6 seconds for one rep. Fight against it. Knee shoulders here. Woo. Remember, you won't have to do a ton of core if you're always bracing it. You're always bracing for that soccer ball coming at you. You're always engaged. You got 2 minutes left of shoulders. Here we go. Every time you curl up, I want that big exhale. All right, if you're back to it, back to that 4-point plank or 4-point glide, I'm going back to the plank. Try not to drop your palm down if you can. Get off that chest. I'm here with you. Less than 2, less than 2. This is the majority of that upper body. Back to uppercut. Minute 15. All right, guys, 1 minute left. I'm gonna end on front raises. So if you're starting those front raises, I suggest just trying to end here for 60 seconds. I know that's brutal. You can take breaks, but make them quick. 45. Exhale up, inhale down. If you're back to that low road curl, make sure that spine is nice and straight. Don't be hunched. All right, 20 seconds. Come on, 15. That's another solid 5 front raises if you're with me. Hang on. Under 10, you got a 90-second break next. In 3, 2, 1. Shake it out, shake it out. All right, 90-second break. Woo! Should be feeling that burn in your core, but also on that nice side shoulders here. All right, so that block number 2, we're gonna get that heart rate elevated a little bit. Like I said, this is the best blocks of last week. 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. We only have 2 exercises. Okay, so the first one is an iso squat jack. So I'm gonna show a regular squat jack too as an option. You might end up doing a combination of both. I will show both. Okay, so sinking into that squat, you're gonna jump out a little and back a little, holding the lowest point, you can see me, of that squat. Option here, like I said, I'll show both during it, is a regular squat jack where you're light on, you tap in the middle, out to heavy heels. 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. And our next one's gonna be core. Seated knee tucks, hands are right by my hips, out, sit up. We always talk about that orange under your chin, right? If I just fly up like this, that's momentum. Use your core to sit up. I'm not asking for fast. I'd rather you get 3 solid reps in and slow, okay? We're going in 20 seconds. 20 seconds, 10 on, 20 seconds, 10 off. We're gonna do that 4 times. That's only 4 minutes. 4 minutes, and then we're gonna have that full body strength next. Nothing crazy heavy today. 15 seconds, get ready to roll. Low squat hold, jumping in and out, regular squat jack or stepping. I'll show both so you guys see. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. Hold the lowest part, 20 seconds, that's all I'm asking for, let's go. Never miss a Monday. Under 10. You're going right to the ground next. Right to the ground. In 3, 2, 1, take a seat. 10 seconds, we're going to core, and then 10 seconds standing back up. 3, 2, 1. In. Orange under that chin. You can also elevate those hands for a little extra of a challenge. Under 10. Slow on the negative, slow on the release. 5, 3, 2, 1. Back standing up. One round down, 3 to go. All right, this time I'm going to show you the squat jack version. Do what works for you. 3, 2, 1. Under 10, under 10. 3, 2, 1. Take a seat. Second round of 4 means we're going to be halfway through after this. 3, 2, 1. Put on that negative. Here we go. Remember, mind body connection on that core, right? You can always use momentum and have a great diet and wondering why your core isn't letting that happen. Get that first. Focus on that core. 3, 2, 1. All right, round 3. Stand up. Got a lot of combo exercises next. 3, 2, 1. I'm going back to the low one. We're all built differently, right? This should be the most challenging one that works for you right now. Less than 2 minutes, so just a little quick Tabata. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. See, one more of those. Remember, you can also alternate your feet on this next one if that feels better on your back. 3, 2, 1. In. Release nice and slow. Inhale on that negative. Exhale up. Three, 2, 1. All right, last round. Last round. I'm back to squat jacks. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Light on those feet. Light on those feet. Getting that 90-second break. Actually, a little bit more. 2-minute break. Next. Grab that water. Stretch out what you need. 3, 2, 1. Take a seat. All right, last bit of core, then that 2-minute break. 3, 2, 1. Let's do a full 30 seconds here. Come on. Full 30 seconds. Have that tempo, have that difference. 15 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, big break. All right, do what works for you in these next 2 minutes. I'm going to show what we're getting at. So alternating reverse lunge to a lateral raise. Everything is 10 reps. Okay, so remember, the bigger the reverse lunge you take back, the better it's going to protect that front knee. So big reverse lunge back, front raise out to the side, back to center. Light weight here, right? Or light objects having that control. You don't want to have the arch in your back. Keep that core tight. We're going to do 10 total. Deadlift to upright row. This might be a little bit heavier, but remember, you're limited by what you can upright row. Obviously, your legs can handle a lot more. So roll those shoulders back. You can always decrease that range of motion. Coming slightly below that knee to mid-shin. Drag it back up, pause. Upset upright row. If that's not comfortable for your hamstrings, I want you only come into those knees before that upright row for 10. Lateral lunge to a bicep curl. So stepping out to that big lateral lunge, knee, side of your foot and hip in that same line, back to center, 1 curl. Okay, so you're limited what you can curl. If that doesn't work for you, the step, I want you to shift, okay? You're still getting those same parts of your legs, but sometimes that can protect your knee a little bit more rather than stepping and coming back. I'll show a combination of both. 10 total. Everyone's favorite, I know these kind of suck. That neutral full thruster. Obviously, it depends on the weight you have. If you got that heavy weight, all right, you're going for it for 10. That should be the most exhausting out of these. And then the last one, we're gonna do 20 reps of that crunch. Remember, or I'll go over this a little bit more, but it's a standard crunch when I'm doing it with you. Okay, 20 seconds, you're setting yourself up for that alternating reverse lunge to a lateral raise. First 2 minutes, I'm gonna share my screen so it's a little bit bigger. Okay, hang on, you got a little bit more. Get yourself ready for those lateral lunges. Here we go. She's using water jugs. Setting my timer. In 3, 2, 1, let's do it. You got an alternating reverse lunge to a lateral lunge for 10. I know, not very nice to go back to those shoulders. This should take some time. If you're unable to reverse lunge, I just want you to take a step back. You don't have to go to the deep reverse lunge or a squat. But you're trying to hold the lowest part of your squat when you raise. Lowest part of your squat, hold it. Raise while you're in the squat. Raise while you're in the squat. 10 total. Nice job, Debbie. So that back knee should be hovering over the ground just a little bit. Nice. When you're doing that lateral raise, focus on that core being super, super engaged. If you're onto the deadlift, don't let those weights leave your legs. Don't let those water jugs, whatever you're using at home. I'm checking in right now. Nice, nice, nice. Oh my God, I love the iced tea jugs. Don't forget the iced tea jugs. The names aren't showing up for me. Big inhale down to that knee. Exhale up. That's one of the deadlift. And then another big deep breath as you come up. If you have a little bit lighter weights, think about going a little bit lower in that deadlift. If you can, think about squeezing your shoulder blades at the back a little more at that upright row. That's if you have just too light of weights at home. A little bit less than a minute. I'm going to come back to me. If you're on that lateral lunge, not most of you aren't there yet, which is good. You're going slow. But if you are on that lateral lunge, just make sure your hips are shifting back. No need to put that pressure on the side of your knee, right? Hips are shifting back as if you were going towards a bench or something else. Posterior chain is lit up. Curl in the middle. Neutral full thruster, I want to be the hardest part. Full body, squat, core, overhead. Nice job, Megan. Let's get it done. 10 reps. Like I said, I'm having trouble with the names. I believe it's Jody, but I'm seeing a Captain Morgan's right in my face here. She's hiding herself behind the liquor. I love it. When you get to that last one, we're going to crunches. 20 seconds, I'll come back to me. And I'll join you with those crunches. All right, so on those full thrusters for 10, I see most of you there, or you're on those bicep curls. If you're there, you're going to thrusters next, and then joining me back for those crunches. All right, back to me, here we go. If you're doing those crunches, guys, 3 minutes and 5 to go. I want you to act as if you have a little bit of paint on the tip of your nose and you want to make an imprint on the ceiling. So you're looking straight up using your core to lift, not using your neck. So just touching those hands where you feel comfortable on your chest, on your earlobe, but your nose is coming towards the ceiling, straight up. You got 20 crunches, and then you're back to the reverse lunge to shoulder raise or lateral raise. Exhale up, inhale lower. Squatting. Endurance strength left here. Nothing crazy heavy needed when you do those combo exercises, especially when you're combining legs and upper body. All right. I'm back to the top. Reverse lunge to lateral raise for 10. Remember, deadlift to upright row is next if you're in front or behind me. I'm only looking for at least 2 rounds here, okay? If you're going heavier, you don't have access to light to medium weight. 2 might be a struggle enough. here, do what works for you. Deadlift to upright row next, limited to what your upright row is. Little over 3 minutes to go. Remember, don't collapse. Like you're actively trying to push these weights into the ground against your legs. So push down, don't let them pull you down. Find a core engage. Lateral lunge to bicep curl is next. Hips back, center. Remember, don't step too far. You want to be able to shift those hips back, not your knee out. If I were lateral lunging into a wall, the side of my butt, my knee, and my foot would all hit the wall at the same time. You want to see the shifts? It's a little bit wider. Shift back. Stand wide. Curl. Don't rock your body with that curl. Let your core and let your biceps do it. This will pull thruster next. Nice and quick up. All right, I'm back to the crunch. Where are we at today? Crunches are 20. Feet to the nose, or feet on the nose to the ceiling. You got a minute 15 left. That's it. This is a great one. You could add on and do a couple more. You ever want to extend? Nose up, nose up. We all forget when we start to get a little tired. If we're talking like me. You know you got a break next. You know you got a break in about a minute. All right, 30 seconds. I'm back to my reverse lunge to lateral raise. I want you to choose one exercise here. You just try to stick with it. Try to stick with it. You got some cardio next. You got some cardio next. 10 seconds. Three, two, one. All right. 8 minutes done. Okay. Next block is your cardio block. 10 minutes long. This one's kind of a doozy in my opinion. So remember, like Coach Marisa says, you're heading to the mall and there's a detour in the road. You don't turn home, right? Take the option before you take the break. Just slow it down before you completely quit. You're going to have to break on your own here because there's not built-in breaks. 4 exercises. We're going to go 1 minute each, 45 each, 30 each, 15 each. One to the other to the other. So first round's going to be the hardest, right? 1 full minute. Starting with jump squats. Making sure to protect those knees. You don't just jump to stand, right? You jump and you land, okay? I'm not asking you to get as many as you can. I'm asking you to be quality for 1 full minute. Option here, I'll probably combine both squats and calf raise, okay? If squatting is too much, get to the ground. We're gonna do those bridges. 1 minute. Hop jacks for 1 minute. First 2 exercises are the hardest. From that plank position, shoulders over those wrists. I don't want you rock back like so. Jump outside those hands to that squat, okay? Heels landing is the most important. I have a chair here. Great option if you have lower back discomfort is to step to that squat, right back to it. Okay, that's first 2 minutes. Plank shoulder taps. Okay, so now I heard it will come down a little bit. From your knees or your feet, as long as your hips are forward, so it's not a tabletop position. Little tap. Like you got the most expensive glass on those hips, you don't want to rock those hips. Keep them tight. Shoulder taps. Combination, drop those knees first. And then finally, double crunch for 1 minute. Remember, first round's the hardest, you get it over with. Reach, reach, reach. Tuck it into those toes. Reach, reach, reach. Tuck it into those toes. Decrease the range of motion and keep your knees bent if you have lower back discomfort. Okay, grab that final sip of water because we're going in 20 seconds. First, remember, we got to get through these first 4 minutes together, and then it's going to start decreasing. Starting with those jump squats. Next, we got that core work. All right, so last bit of being breathless is right now. Here we go. Starting with 1 minute of jump squats, or squat to calf raise, or a combination in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Land soft. Quality over quantity. Core is still engaged. Don't think this is just about your legs. Breathe every rep. Third of the way done, team. Third of the way. Switch it up to a squat to calf raise if you need it. If not, you're hanging with me. Another 30 seconds. It's always better to get the hard stuff done first, right? Hardest exercises first. 20 seconds. Longest rounds first. Woo! I ran hills yesterday and my legs are feeling it. 15 seconds. 10. What you do today makes you better tomorrow. Remember that. Come on. 5. Plank. 3, 2, to the ground. Top jacks from that plank right away when you're ready. Hold the squat for a second. Back to that plank. You know next, you got shoulders and core. Option right here, step, step, squat, hold. 30. Use those lower abdominals to pull you up, right? 20. Look up, use your legs. 15. Right shoulder taps from your knees, from your feet in less than 10. Give me at least 2 more of these. 3, 2, 1. Right to the ground, 1 minute. Wide feet or from those knees. Okay, if you're on your knees, remember, still got those hips forward. Slower the better. Pause in the middle. Got those blocks on those hips, don't break it. Even if you're forward, don't rock. 25 seconds, we flip to our back for those double crunches. And our 1 minute torture round is over. 20. 10. 3, 2, 1. Right to it when you're ready. When you're ready. You're dehydrated or you had a bad weekend, you're not going to feel great, right? What do I say? Live in the moment. Don't be the person that says, oh, I was 21. I could do 4 miles in this minute, or last week I could do this when I was 21. My girl Megan on this, and I can drink a lot more and hang a lot longer. Do what you can today. 25 seconds. We're back to the top. Cutting out 15 seconds of every exercise. Chin off your chest. Keep it on for getting right now. Under 10. 3, 2, 1. All right, jump squats. 45. Another great way to do this. Do maybe 5 jump squats and then 5 squat to calf raises if that works better for you. Combine both. You got 30 seconds. We're going to plank jacks or pop jacks. Don't forget to breathe. Don't forget to breathe. You got this. This is the hardest block here when it comes to cardio. 10 seconds. And we're going right to that plank. In 3, 2, 1. Make sure when you're in that squat, you look up. Because if you're like this, you put pressure on that back, right? Look up, chest up. You got 5 shoulder taps in 20 seconds. We're halfway done. 15. Under 10. Come on, give me at least one more. One more. 3, 2, 1. Like shoulder taps from your knees to your feet. Make sure no matter what you're on, your shoulders are over your wrists. You're not rocked back. In 15 seconds, we go to double crunches, and then we're on our 30-second round. You got less than 4 minutes till our core blast at the end. 3, 2, 1. Right to it. Double crunch. You know you're already losing a couple seconds. That's a little bit up. Little crunch. You don't have much time for it. You have 25 seconds. We're back to the top, but it's only 30. Think about it. You hang on for 1 minute, you can get through 30. It'll be your last 3 minutes. You know you're already losing a couple seconds moving from one to the other. Under 10, give me at least 2 more double crunches. 3, 2, jump squats right now, 30 seconds. Woo! You didn't come this far, only come this far, right? When it burns the most, that's when it's working the most. Less than 3 minutes, 10 seconds. We go to pop jacks. Woo. 3, 2, 1. To that ground, to that plank. That's not squat hold. $15 seconds shoulder taps, 2 minutes, and 10 seconds. You're done with cardio. Three, 2, 1. Like shoulder taps. Less than 2 minutes, team. Seconds, double crunches. 3, 2, flip it over. 90 seconds left. That means the last minute is 15-15. 15-15. Hard as you can for 1 minute. Hold in a little ball here if you need a couple seconds. Under 10, okay? Jumping up for our last set of jump squats. 3, 2, jump up, let's go, let's go. Last minute. 15 seconds of those jump squats. Squats and calf raises. Under a minute, under a minute. Here we go. Right to those pop jacks in 3, 2, 1.
For all the times that you ran in my parade, and all the times you've been using my name. You broke my heart, oh girl, for goodness sake.
Plank shoulder tap. Same. 3, 2, 1. Right to it. I still care, but don't like you still hit the phone up. 20 seconds till the end. 5 seconds till double crunches. 3, 2, double crunch. Less than 10. 3, 2, hold those knees. Rock yourself up. Nice job. All right. Take a breather, take a breather. Before we stretch, we got a little core. You're probably like, what the hell? We just did a good core. Well, you know I got to add a little something, something. We did those leg burnouts last week. If you were in my class, we did the shoulder burnouts. So we're going to do some core here. Also some shoulders. So 30 seconds on, 15 seconds off. 3 exercises. And we're going to do 3 rounds. So hang in there with me. Almost there. First one is a high plank knee complex. You can drop to your knees in the middle if you need. I'm going to show it from the front. So from a high plank, you're going to breathe slow in. One knee in. And the same knee comes out. Then you switch. So if I kind of show from an angle here, my left leg's coming in slow, back out, back. Really getting your obliques. So you're alternating slow for 30 seconds. In, out, switch legs, in, out. 15 off. The next is Russian twist taps. Remember, we're getting away from moving the weight side to side. Not great on our spine. So for this one, when you lean back, straight spine. If you don't have to lean that far, you're going to tap that hand, center. Okay? Elevate those heels if you want a little more of a challenge, but don't elevate the heels if you're rocking a ton with your feet. Everything should be still, getting those obliques. Finally, everyone's favorite, or I should say least favorite, palms to elbows. It can be done from your knees or your feet, right? Down, down, up, up. Alternating every time. 30 on, 15 nothing. Okay, last little bit of work here. Get yourself ready, because we're going in 15 seconds. Doing it right here with you. Last little core burnout, then we're really gonna stretch out our core. Really overall body today, nothing crazy. Here we go. Starting with our plank. Knee in, knee out. 30 seconds, alternate. 3, 2, 1. Let's go, nice and slow. Really get that knee in slow, feeling that core crunch. Keeping your chin off your chest. If you're dropping your knees in between, that's fine. You can also even do it from those knees. 15 seconds. Under 10. 3, 2, 1. 15 off. Russian twist taps are next. Today's not a crazy long one, right? You guys were with me a couple weeks ago. I was like a minute 15 or so. 3, or an hour 15. 3, 2, 1. Lean, tap, center. At your own pace. Don't go so far where your shoulders are hunched like so. Sit up nice and tall. Go to the point of shaking and then switch. 15 seconds to get 15 off. To the center. Tap center. 3, 2, 1. 15 off. Palms to elbows next. My favorite. Favorite, both of you favorite. We're back to that shoulder work. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Focus on that form. Don't rock your hips. Alternate the arm comes down first. Not expecting a shift up here. Just expecting slow quantity. Under 10. And round 1 is done. 3, 2, 1, break. All right, round 1 done. 2 more to go. You got the time, stay with me. This workout isn't even going to take a full hour. We're stretching next. exercise was. High plank knee complex in 3, 2, 1. Just hold with the high plank at the back if you need a little break. Or drop to those knees. 15 seconds. Higher that knee comes in, the more that oblique's going to squeeze. Under 10. 3, 2, 1. Break. Woo. Come on, we're about to be halfway. Little twist. Told you, we're going to stretch out that core neck. 3, 2, 1. Halfway. Tap as far as you can. Under 10. 3, 2, 1. Woo! We got one more round of those. Up to elbows. 10. And then we're on our final round. Stretch and announcements. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Lesser and 2 equal. If you need the break, take it. Or pause at the top. 15 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Great. All right, last round. Last round. Start with that knee plank or plank knee complex. And we're going to stretch it out and talk about the rest of the workouts for the week. Come on together in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it, OTF. Chin out that chest. Look above your fingertips. Don't drop your neck. Spine is long. 15 seconds. Under 10. 3, 2, 1. All right, finishing up. 2 more exercises to go. I got this. Royalty free music is always wild. It's like kickbox. 3, 2, 1. Twist. Don't look down. Don't start to round that spine. You don't have to lean far and feel it if you got a straight spine. 15 seconds. 10. 3, 2, 1. All right. Last 30. We're going for this plank up downs, and then we're going to stretch out that core. We'll talk about the rest of the week. Together. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Down, down, up, up. With side. 20 seconds. We're going right to an upward dog next. In 3, 2, 1. Drop to those knees. Bring those hips forward. Look up at that ceiling. Nice job. Whew. Stretch out that core. Look up, look up. And from here, child's pose, brings back all your fingertips out nice and tall, far from your body. All right. Little 3-minute stretch here. We'll go over some announcements. Over to one side. So once again, Mondays are always a combination of the greatest blocks from last week. Like I said, we don't do enough repetition at these at home. We get too caught up with okay, I only have 10s, I can only do this, or I can only do jump squats and burpees. And so a little bit of repetition is helpful right now. Hurdle or stretch, bring one foot in, lean with that chest. So tomorrow I'm back here 9 a.m. with me. Will not be the full body. It will be more of the unforgetting. But tomorrow is, let's see. Tomorrow is strength and power. So if I need some heavier weights tomorrow, I'll check it over again. Upper body and core is on Wednesday, lower body Thursday, endurance Friday. If you really liked, I know for me, I love banded shoulder stuff, getting those outer shoulders at 8-minute block. Remember, it's on YouTube. This video will also get uploaded again. So something to keep in mind if you ever want a little quick workout or something different. These are all uploaded to YouTube. And get those shoulders in again. Another thing about weights, because I keep getting messages about it. Don't buy new weights. Go to the Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, anywhere. Weights for shipping them brand new. It's a waste of money. So if you do want at-home weights, pull that knee in. Check places that are selling them before necessarily buying them new. Not worth it. A lot of studios, shouldn't say a lot, but all of St. Louis opening this week. I will keep you guys in the loop as best we can. Remember, our community pages have awesome outdoor run and walks intervals that our trainers have been submitting. Some of them myself. Wore my coach's shirt today, so it made you feel a little more. You guys are so welcome. Let me unmute you, I guess. Still learning. If you have any questions for me, I'm gonna stay. Continue will be muted. Continue. No, unmute. I'm going to stay and stretch here a little bit longer, so for another couple minutes. So if you have any questions, feel free to shoot it out. You're all unmuted if you want to. If you have to go. What else? I think.
Jenny, thank you so much. Have a great day.
You're welcome.
And you know, if Jake ever wants to make an appearance.
What? That's a great point. Tomorrow? Hey, Jake. You've been requested. You can get so mad. Maybe we'll go to the studio and do it in the studio tomorrow morning. Although that would make me sad.
Might be.
Smells so good in there, by the way. Like in there. You've been requested to do the at-home workout with us tomorrow morning.
Okay.
That was easy.
You better tell Ellen who did the requesting.
That is 10 a.m. or 9 a.m. tomorrow. Jake is joining us for the Strength and Power Day.
Hey, Jake, I was the one that requested you.
Who
Show up.
Who do you think it is? Jody, of course it is.
Oh, hi, Jody.
Hi, Jake.
Is that
And
Debbie?
I hear Debbie.
The problem is, you guys, even in
Hey,
gallery, you
guys.
guys are so small that like it's like literally impossible to
Who's
see
on
you
here?
guys.
Thank you guys.
Megan's on there.
Hello.
So yeah,
All
tomorrow
your friends.
coming.
Tomorrow I'm in the house.
Awesome.
We'll get a trip appearance.
Thanks, Jenny.
Bye guys.
Bye.
Thanks,
If
Jenny.
you have any feedback about Zoom?
It's awesome.
All right, good. I'm glad.